beginning readers, we teach them to look at this letter Y and to remember the sound Y, as in the word yak or yellow. That's the consonant version of Y. When Y is at the beginning of a word, it's going to represent that Y sound, as in yogurt. But did you know that Y only functions as a consonant about 2.5% of the time? The rest of the 97.5% of the time, Y is acting as a vowel, which is so crazy because most of us grew up learning that the vowels were A, E, I, O, U, and sometimes Y. But actually, Y acts as a vowel way more often than it acts as a consonant. And there are 3 different vowel sounds that Y can represent in words, depending on where it is in the word. So today, we are going to talk about those 3 vowel sounds, and I'm going to teach you a really simple sentence that you can teach your child to help them remember the 3 vowel sounds of Y and, of course, the consonant sound of Y. In case you don't know me, my name is Erin. I'm from littleslovelearning.com. I'm a former classroom teacher with my master's degree in early childhood education, and I have since left the classroom, and now I educate parents and other teachers about how to teach reading correctly. My goal and my mission is for you to feel empowered to teach your little one at home, whether you are homeschooling or whether you are supporting what's happening in the classroom. I want you to feel confident and prepared knowing these phonics rules, knowing these skills so that you can support your child. Now, this rule about Y is something that you might not have learned when you were growing up. I certainly didn't learn this when I was learning how to read, but now that I know it, it makes so much sense, and I am able to share this information with you so that it will make sense for your child as well. Before we dive in, you might be wondering, Erin, when am I going to teach my child about the vowel sounds of Y? Well, I have a download for you, and it is the Kindergarten Literacy Goals download. And this is going to show you all of the goals your child should master by the time they leave kindergarten. And as you read through this, you are going to see that they don't need to know Y as a vowel in kindergarten. That's not part of our kindergarten standards. That's not part of our kindergarten curriculum. They are going to practice Y as a consonant at the beginning of words like yogurt and yo-yo, which is great. That's all we need them to do right now in kindergarten. But as they move on in school and they're in 1st grade and 2nd grade, they are going to be learning more about the letter Y and when it acts as a vowel. So I want you to have this information now. Tuck it in your back pocket if you don't need it yet, so that you will be prepared when your child is learning about this rule. Here's the sentence I want you to remember when teaching your child about the letter Y. You ready? My stretchy yoga gym. Can you remember that? Super easy sentence. My stretchy yoga gym. And the reason I want you to remember that sentence is because each of the words in that sentence has a letter Y, and each Y is representing a different sound. All 4 sounds that Y represents in words. So the first word is my. My, spelled M-Y, has Y representing the long I sound. So in a 1-syllable word that ends with the long vowel I sound, we are going to spell it with the letter Y. One of the reasons is because we don't have any words in English that end with the letter I. So if your child hears the long I sound at the end of a 1-syllable word, it's going to be spelled with the letter Y, such as try, cry, and fry. Now the next word in our sentence is stretchy. Stretchy is a 2-syllable word, and it ends with the long vowel E sound, stretch-y. When we have a 2-syllable word that ends with the long vowel E sound, we can spell it with the letter Y. So for example, baby, candy, and jelly. We want to teach our little one that if they see a Y at the end of a 2-syllable word, that Y is representing the long vowel E sound. Then the third word in our sentence is yoga. That, of course, is representing Y as a consonant at the beginning of a word. So when Y is at the beginning of a word, we know it's representing the sound Y. Notice I didn't say ya. I'm trying to be very careful about cutting off my So it's Y, as in yoga, yogurt, yellow, and yak. So of course we want them to practice that consonant sound. Even though it doesn't occur very frequently in words, they still need to know it. And the last word in that sentence is gym. Gym is spelled G-Y-M. So the Y is in between two consonants. When the Y is in between two consonants, it's going to represent the short vowel I sound, I. So just like in gym, myth, hymn, and crystal. So it doesn't matter if it's a one-syllable word or a two-syllable word. In this case, all that matters is that the Y is sandwiched in between two consonants, and it's going to represent the short vowel I sound, I. So again, the sentence you're going to teach your little one, my stretchy yoga gym. And you could even do some yoga to go along with it. You could have them do a different yoga pose for each of these words, and then they can practice other words that go along with that pattern with the letter Y. My stretchy yoga gym. Anytime I discuss a phonics rule or generalization, people like to come back and say, but what about this word? Or what about this word? We're always looking for those exceptions, which I absolutely love. So let me answer a question you might have had pop into your brain about this rule. You might be thinking, but Erin, what about the word play? It's a one-syllable word and it ends with a Y. You're absolutely right. Play is a one-syllable word that ends with a Y, but the Y is acting as part of a vowel team. P-L-A-Y. A-Y is a vowel team that spells the long vowel A sound. So that's why Y is not going to be spelling the long vowel I sound like it normally does in a one-syllable word, like my. Play is different. It has a vowel team. That's a very different rule. So then you might be thinking, okay, Erin, but what about the word toy? Toy is spelled T-O-Y. It's a one-syllable word, and it ends with a Y. Yes, you are correct. But again, the Y is acting as part of a vowel team. T-O-Y. The O-Y is representing the OI sound. Toy in this word. So the Y is not acting by itself. So that's what you want to make sure you're letting your little one know. We have to always be looking at the letters around the letter. We can't just look that say play and Y end with a Y and expect it to be following this one syllable long vowel I rule. And it's because it's not acting by itself. It's part of a vowel team. So we want to teach our kids to look at all the letters in the word so they can pick out those vowel teams, because that's going to be a very different sound. And I almost forgot, if you do like this animal alphabet card, Y with the yak, so that we can teach our little ones that Y as a consonant is Y, then you can get these animal alphabet cards for free. I will leave that link down below as well, so that you are able to teach your child all of the letters of the alphabet using really fun animal picture keywords, and then they are going to be a master of those skills. I hope this information was helpful for you today. You can also look up Y as a chameleon. That will bring up some really fun pictures and anchor charts and activities online, because a lot of teachers will teach Y as a chameleon using this rule. I like to teach the sentence, my stretchy yoga gym, because I find that students can remember it super easily, and then they're able to remember how Y is acting in each of those words, so they know the 4 different sounds, and then they're able to better spell and read words with the letter Y. And just as a reminder, this is not something we are going to be teaching in kindergarten, so if your child is still in kindergarten, don't worry. Just head to the free download of the kindergarten literacy goals. I will leave the link down below. You just enter your name and email address. It's super simple. And then you will see what they are learning about in kindergarten, so that you don't have to stress. This is not one of the rules they are going to be learning, but you are going to make sure they know all of these kindergarten rules and they've mastered them, so that when they head on to first grade and they start learning more complex rules like Y as a vowel, they are going to be ready. If you have questions about this or anything else I share on my channel, please reach out to me. You can comment down below or find me on my website, littleslovelearning.com. I would love to support you and cheer you on as you're teaching your child to read. I know it can seem complex, but with the right support, the right plan, and the right tools, you are able to teach your child to read. They are going to be so confident and proud, and you're going to know that you did that for them, which is the most amazing feeling in the world. Until the next video, happy learning. Bye.